middle school. Middle school was 7th grade, where I'm from, 7th and 8th grade. I didn't have any real consciousness about my physical appearance at that time when I first started middle school. You know, junior high, middle school is a time of being awkward. Your body's going through a lot of changes. You're not fully developed. Most of us aren't. And we're doing a lot of developing during that time. So it can be a time of feeling very awkward and feeling very physically unattractive. But at the time when I started, I didn't have any real consciousness of my beauty or lack of beauty or whatever. I didn't really care until I began being teased on the bus by another boy that went to my school. He teased me because of the size of my nose. He told me that I had a big nose, and he came up with the nickname Nozo for me. So every time he talked to me, it was always Nozo this and Nozo that. There was a clown on TV in the Chicago area. It was Bozo the Clown, and the nickname Nozo was a spinoff off of Bozo the Clown, which of course has this big red nose. So this became a very horrible experience for me because all the other children started teasing me that way. Even when he left, he was a year older than me. Even when he left, that my 8th grade year, they still teased me about the size of my nose. So I felt very physically unattractive. I felt very ugly. And this carried on throughout basically the entire part of my teenage year. When I got to high school, of course, you're a little bit more developed then. You're a little bit more further along in your physical development. The same young man started asking me out, which I thought was very weird because he made me feel like he thought I was hideous when I was in middle school. And of course, he had no chance on taking me out because I had no interest in this young man because he caused me so much pain in middle school. But my point in all of this is you do not define what you look like by someone else's standard. You really have to be secure in your physical appearance. This is the nose that I've been given. I have no desire to alter my physical appearance or my nose. And the nose that I have contributes to what I believe is physical beauty for myself. And it is what it is. And I have to be satisfied with it. And I have to be secure about it. Something funny that even after when I was an adult, and even after all this happened, this was still an area of insecurity for me. And I remember telling this to my husband, and when I was telling him, he was looking at me like, I don't even understand what you're talking about. And he told me, I have never looked at you or looked at your face or your nose, and I've never seen anything but beauty. I've never seen anything that needed to be changed or altered. And I want to encourage you girls out there, especially girls that desire marriage and desire relationships, the guy that is there for you, he will see and recognize the beauty that you have. He will identify with your physical beauty, and that will be his standard of beauty. And that's really all that matters. Who are we trying to please? Who are we trying to impress with our physical appearance? The one that we should be impressing is ourselves. We need to love what we look like. We need to love who we are. And it doesn't matter what anyone else says about what we look like if we are secure in our beauty. Beauty comes in so many different forms. It is not the standard of our Hollywood images and magazine and media images that we see. That may be what we see, but that is not the standard of beauty we need to be measuring up to. We all look different. We all have different features, different shapes, different sizes, and that is not by accident. That was very intentional. And whatever size, shape, color, form that we come in, we've got to love who we are first before anyone else can look at us and love who we are.